tea party, going to the party. Going to the Boston Tea Party, going to the party.
Scene 1, shop in Boston, Massachusetts, June 1773.
John Hancock, welcome to my shop. What can I get for you today? We just got some beautiful new things from England, and you know I can sell you tea at a much lower price than anyone else.
Yes, I heard that you've been picked to sell tea for the East Indian Tea Company.
Isn't it quite an honor, really?
So you can sell me tea at a much lower price than Americans can?
Yes, isn't it wonderful? But I must tell you, I'm surprised that more people are coming in and buying tea.
Maybe they don't like King George telling them whom they can buy tea from and whom they can't.
That's not true. They can buy tea from anyone they want to. It's just that the East Indian Tea Company can sell its tea for the very lowest price.
Then there's tax on tea. Some people might have problems with that.
Some people might not like to buy tea that's been smuggled in. That's where all the American merchants get their tea. Smuggling is against the law.
The colonies are British, but we have no voice over the British government. We have no say over taxes or how they're spent.
That's not my fault.
You could stop selling tea for the East Indian Tea Company.
You can stop causing trouble for merchants like me.
I couldn't do that, but I could start buying anything from merchants like you.
Scene 2, outside the meeting house in Pembroke, Massachusetts, a few weeks later.
Ladies, we are here today to speak out against the tea tax.
Down with King George! No more taxes!
We need to do more than speak out. We need to do something.
Burn the tea! The British didn't tax our tea!
Did everyone bring their British tea?
Yes!
Dump it on the steps of the meeting house. Show King George how I feel about taxes.
As the protesters pour their tea, the British captain and soldiers come in. The woman set the tea on fire.
Ladies, what's going on here? What's all the noise about?
We don't want your British tea. Here now, that's perfectly good tea. What are you doing? Put out that for us, Sam. Put it out at once. Stand back, Captain. We did buy this tea, Captain. We did. We paid the tax on it. We can do what we want. It's not against law to burn tea, Captain. Not yet, anyway.
Go back to England, you redcoats!
I wish I were back in England. Leave the women alone. Let them burn their tea. Just make sure their fire doesn't spread.
It's too late. The fire's spreading all over the colonies.
Don't worry, King George. We'll put out your fire.
Let him try.
Scene 1, Old South Church in Boston, December 16th, 1773.
3 ships loaded with English tea sit on our harbor. We have said that we don't want this tea. We have said these ships must sail back to England with their tea. Governor Hutchinson says the ships will stay here. We say to him again that the ships must leave our harbor. We say also that the British warships in the harbor must also leave. We don't want their tea. We don't want their taxes. No taxation without representation. We don't want British soldiers in our homes.
The messenger comes in, whispers and saying, I'm here.
Governor Hutchinson has left town. We have our answer. Do we want their tea? We do not. To the harbor. Throw the tea into the harbor.
Let Governor Hutchinson and the British try to fish the tea out of the harbor.
Scene 2, Sarah and John Bolton's house in Boston, later that night.
Now remember, nobody takes any tea. We dump all of it overboard.
Now roll up, coats on your face and hands. Wrap yourself in these blankets.
Do you think the British know what we're up to?
Not a chance. Governor Hutchinson left town, and if he got there in trouble, he wouldn't have left.
Well, he'd ask us to break him in the chest.
Here, make sure he has the key. Get some candles for them too.
George Hughes leaves.
The rest of you get to work on the chest of tea.
Columnists 1 through 5 open the chest and throw the tea overboard. George Hughes and the captain come in.
Good evening, Captain. May I have your keys?
Yes, you may. I only ask of this of you. Do not hurt my sword or my men.
You have my word. Our fight is not with you or our men.
The colonists work quickly and quietly after throwing the tea overboard. They sweep and clean the decks. Colonist 5 slips some tea into his pocket.
Hold on! What did you just put in your pocket?
Nothing.
We say we'll take no tea. We've almost dumped 400 chests of tea into the harbor. Nobody's getting this a little bit of tea.
We are not thieves. Empty your pockets. Good enough. Throw them overboard. Let them swim back.
The colonists take pride in throwing them forward.
Here are your keys, Captain. I think you'll find your ship is in good condition.
I hope you know what you've started.
We did not start it. King George did, but we will end it. Good night, Captain.
Scene 2, the Bolton's house later that night.
Thank goodness the British warships didn't fire on you. You're sure no one was hurt?
A couple of men had to swim back. Wasn't that something to see? All that tea floating in the harbor?
I've never heard Boston so quiet.
It won't be quiet for long.
No. King George or Governor Hutchinson would have a lot to say when